Hello and welcome. This is Eagle Eye 621, and today we're going to be building a sheep farm. And this farm is primarily for the mutton, not for the wool. I have a different wool farm that I'll put in the iCard. Now you may recognize that this looks very similar to the small cow farm that I did, and it's basically identical because the hitbox from the sheep is the same sufficiently for this trick to work for the cows and the sheep. So instead of just rebuilding this, I'm going to show you how to make this expanded version so you have room for even more sheep and more mutton to get. And the way this farm works, again, is similar. You press the button like this, you come and you feed them all of the wheat, you press it again, and they drop down. This turns on a timer so you can see when you can breed them again, and the little ones fall in here. You can either come in here with a looting sword, or you can use the auto cook by clicking this back here, and you'll see that the babies remain unharmed where the adults were cooked. And just from those few sheep, you can see that we have the drops. And the materials you need to build it are right here. This side is the timing circuit. This side is the main contraption. And then of course you are going to need to get some sheep in there, you're going to need some wheat to breed them, and you are going to want to have a sword with looting on it if you're going to choose that looting option. And I'll put an iCard to these perfect weapons as well. So I just have a copy of those same materials here. And the way that you're going to start this is by putting two holes in the ground and put your double chest in. Now you can take your hopper and put it into that double chest, and then one hopper on either side pointing into that middle hopper. We're going to just put a temporary block here to let us put some half slabs down in front, and we're going to come around the sides with full blocks. Now you can use any full block that you would like. I'm just going to use a smooth stone to make it easier. And then on the back, we're going to want to get some of our dispensers. We're going to put 3 of those down like that. We're going to get some solid blocks and put those on top like this. And on those, we're going to add our trapdoors and make sure they are on this. And you do want them to be closed like this so that you can have some animals sitting on top of them. On top of that, you're going to want some additional dispensers, like so, and on top of that we can put some additional solid blocks. Now I like to use glass in the front, but you can use, again, any full block that you want, but it does have to be a full block. We also want to come up the sides as well with a solid block. So we have our basic containment here. We're going to put a button on the top like this, and then we're going to put redstone dust on either side of that button so that all 3 of these will activate when you press. Now in that, we're going to add our water buckets to these top 3, and then we want to have a system that's going to trigger the lava that we're going to put down. So we're going to put a observer, but we need it to be facing in this direction. Nope, in this direction. And then we can put a button on that. And we can also break these 3 for now. We can add the lava now to these dispensers. Don't add the lava until you've already put the button on the face of this observer, or you're going to have it off sync. And as you can see, when we click the button, it does flash out the lava, like so. Now, you don't have to put these back, but it looks a little bit cleaner if you do. And on top, you will add some fencing, but at this point, you're going to want to find some sheep in your world and drag them in. You are going to have to make a staircase for them and either lure them in with wheat or drag them in with a lead. You're going to put your sheep in, and you can really put as many as you want. There will be an entity cramming issue at some point, but the reason that we're expanding this is so that you have more room and you can do more than the 24 in that single design. And then we can add our timing circuit at this point as well. And the way we're going to do that is by taking our dropper and connecting it to this block right here where the redstone is. And you've seen this despawn timer before a couple of times as well. So we need to put a solid block where it will spit into, right under there. And then we're going to surround that with our redstone lamp that's going to be facing forward. And then solid blocks on this side. We're going to put our wooden pressure plate there, and it does have to be wooden. If you use stone, this will not work. And then get back our half slabs and put it in, and then put our junk items in here. These items will despawn. That's how this timer works, because after 5 minutes the item despawns, the pressure plate releases, and this turns back off. Once you have all the sheep in there that you want, you can come back in here, grab the wrong thing, and put your fence down. And this does help prevent them from bouncing out, but also it helps prevent you from accidentally falling in. You can also then add your corner blocks here as well. And then be sure to come back and to open these so that the babies will fall through. The reason that we had them opened before, or closed, is because that way the babies would stay up top so you can breed them and they wouldn't fall down until you get a sufficient breeding stock up here. Now once you have that breeding stock, you close these, or you open these, keep getting that backwards, to allow the babies to fall through. So you take out your wheat, you click this button in order to have them bounce up and down, and then you come through and you hold down right click, or you spam click on the right click to breed up all the babies that you can. And then once they stop taking the wheat, you press this again and you'll see that the babies will make their way down to the bottom, and there they will stay until you are ready to kill them once they become adults, either by coming in with your looting sword and attacking them, or by hitting your auto cooking button, which will kill only the adults and leave the babies unharmed for you to get your drops. If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate a like, and for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for stopping by.